You're listening to Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports 1350. Let's head down to the court and join the voice of your pack, Jim Brooks.
And good evening, everybody. Welcome to Spearfish, Nebraska, South Dakota. As we're ready for basketball action here in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference semifinals, Thunderwolves taking on Colorado Mesa. Thunderwolves earned the right to be here by defeating Colorado Mines on Tuesday night, 82-70 at Masari Arena in the quarterfinal matchup. Mesa had to go overtime to knock off New Mexico Highlands. They won their game 91-90. That sets up this semifinal number one here tonight from the Young Center here in Spearfish, right on the campus of Black Hills State University. Black Hills State will be taking on Fort Lewis in the nightcap about 7:30 later on this evening. The two winners will play tomorrow night at 7. Hopefully it's the Thunderwolves as they look to avenge a loss earlier this year to Colorado Mesa, 70-66. That was right in the middle of the Thunderwolves' 3-game losing streak midway through the season. Remember, they'd lost to Highlands, then went on a road, lost to Mesa, and then lost to Westminster. 3 consecutive losses, but since then the Thunderwolves have won 9 straight. To get them into this battle, they finished in a tie for second in the conference standings, 1 game behind the champion Black Hills State. Thunderwolves lost out on the tiebreaker to Mesa, but won the tiebreaker over Fort Lewis, and that's the reason they are the number 3 seed here tonight. Thunderwolves don't have that great a history against Colorado Mesa. They've lost 10 straight to the Mavericks. Last time the Thunderwolves won a game against Mesa, you have to go all the way back to February 23rd, 2018, when they defeated the Mavericks at Masari Arena 82-69. So since then, Thunderwolves have dropped 10 straight to Mesa. So they're looking to break that streak. And of course, remember the Thunderwolves had a long losing streak against Colorado School of Mines and took care of that this year, and they've won 3 straight now against the Orediggers. So I guess Zach Rubisam, he's the streak buster. And hopefully tonight, Thunderwolves can take care of the Mavericks and advance to the championship game tomorrow. A lot on the line here in this game, not only getting to the championship game of this tournament, but if you win this game, you set yourself up for getting an NCAA berth. Thunderwolves would then hope, if they won tonight's game, hope that Black Hills State wins tonight. That way the Thunderwolves would probably assure themselves an NCAA berth. If not, then they would have to beat Fort Lewis tomorrow night. So first things first, take care of the Mavericks here in this ball game tonight. We'll come back after this timeout. We'll talk to the head coach, Zach Rubisam, all part of the Discount Motors pregame show right here on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to the Discount Motors pregame show. And joining me now, head coach Zach Rubisam. Well, Zach, this is what you work all season for.
Yeah, no question. You want to be playing on March 6th, one of 4 teams left playing in the conference, one of a handful left in the country. So this is what you work so hard for since September 1st, and we're going to give it our best.
Well, this is what you want to be the 3 seed, the 2 or the 3 seed. When you get to this point, you don't have to play the host until tomorrow night, so you get a kind of a neutral court setting here, and you get to make up your own energy.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, in an RMAC tournament like this where the top seed gets the home court, it's a big advantage, right? So you're right. It's a big deal for us to be the 3 seed, to play number 2, Colorado Mesa on a neutral floor. It's huge.
Well, when you played these guys earlier this year, you controlled the game the first 25 minutes up through that first media timeout. Then the second media timeout, they kind of got back in the game. Then it was back and forth till the very end. Allred kind of took over late.
It was. And I mean, thinking about Bronson Arena when we were there, it was on fire. I think it was Blizzard and Bronson night. They had a great home environment, but was really proud of how we played for the most part. That's one we'd like to have back because I felt like we gave it away. But all the credit to, Coach Dunlap. Ty Allred is a fantastic player. All the credit to Cam Lowe. Congrats on him winning it. Ty Allred was our pick for Player of the Year, so we know we have our hands full with him tonight.
Yeah, I think I would have went with him as well because he's been dynamite. And he was great the other night for them against Highlands. Really the big reason they got to this game.
Yeah, I mean, that's what guys do in March, right? Like, your best players have to play well, and he's been doing that for them to win games right now. So he's a big emphasis for us, but they're a good team. They have good players all around him, so we'll have our hands full.
Well, in that first matchup this year against them, you really controlled the game a lot of the shot clock. They were able to hit a couple of threes late in the shot clock just to kind of keep them around in the ball game in the first half. Eventually in the game, they got the inside game going.
Yeah, they did. And I mean, like I said, credit to them on their home gym. They were hitting big shots, late shot clock. Their role players played really well. So we have to make everything tough for All Red and then just limit those open looks that they have. We want them to bounce it, and we're going to lean on our defense and our gaps tonight, and then it's a war, right? The game starts when the ball goes on the glass against these dudes, so it's going to be a war on the rebounds.
Well, I thought your ball club, looking at the positive, in that game, your starters really didn't give you much, but since then, they've been on fire, and especially Kenneth is really giving you a good lift off the bench, plus Sanders really doing it well, and Terry just carrying the load. Man,
all of them, right? It's the beautiful thing about this team. It could be someone's night, a different night. Jaden's had big games, Dylan's had big games, Jordan's had big games. Mac was 4-4 from 3 the other night. It's going to take everybody in the RMAC tournament, so we just need everybody to keep playing well, keep sharing it, and we'll be all right.
Well, and you're built for this all season long. I think the biggest margin of victory is 8 points in a losing effort, so you've been in every ball game. You guys know how to handle pressure, it would seem.
No doubt, and that's a great point. We haven't really blown anybody out, but we've never got blown out. We've been in every single game this year, which gives a coach confidence right now. Is like, hey, whatever happens, I know we're going to be in the game at the end of it. So,
well, the other night you had to look across prior horses there. Now you got Mike Dunlap. You're just going through the legends here in the RMAC.
That's what it is. I mean, a big-time league, big-time coaches. Coach Dunlap's won a national championship, been around, been at LMU. So, there's good coaches all over. We're just going to keep competing.
Yeah, I don't know if it goes across your mind, but at one point they had to be in your shoes where they were looking across at some guy saying, man, that guy's an upstart. What am I going to do? It's got to be fun.
It's been a blast. I'm so blessed to have this group to coach. We have such great kids. They let me coach them hard, but we're a really together group right now. Like, the guys love each other. They don't want this thing to end. So the only mission right now is have no regrets. That's been our big thing, is if we come in here and do what we need to do and play our absolute whatever, I'm good with, as long as we don't have any regrets.
All right, good luck tonight.
Appreciate it, Jim.
Thunderbolts head coach Zach Rubinstein back with more of our Discount Motors pregame show. It all comes your way next, right here on Fox Sports Pueblo.
You're listening to CSU-Pueblo Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports 1350. Let's head down to the court and join the voice of your pack, Jim Brooks.
And welcome back to the Young Center here in Spearfish, South Dakota, on the campus of Black Hills State University. Jim Brooks here with you tonight, bringing tonight's call of Thunderwolves basketball here in the RMAC Tournament Semifinals. Colorado Mesa, the opponent. State Farm Insurance and Craig Law bring you the keys to victory before each and every ball game for the Thunderwolves. First for the visitors. Thunderwolves are the visitors in this game. And I think the Thunderwolves' key to the game, just keep doing what we do. Just keep playing hard-nosed defense, rebound the basketball, don't turn it over. Things will take care of themselves. Hit a shot here and there, and it'll take care of business. Also have to find a way to somehow control Allred a little bit, but you're never going to slow that guy down. The key is not letting the supporting cast go off on you. For Mesa, their keys, well, kind of the opposite. Make Allred be the superstar that he is. But the guy I watched is Harvey White out of Australia. He's a wing player, Urubre, Australia. I did notice in the pregame that they were taping up his forefinger and his middle finger on his shooting hand. So that tells me he's had some kind of dislocation perhaps in the last little bit. So we'll see if that affects his shot any in the early going. So that's one thing we'll be watching throughout the evening of this ball game. We're going to take one more final timeout. Starting lineups, opening tip-off, all comes your way next. This is Thunderwolves basketball.
You're listening to CSU-Pueblo Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports 1350. Let's head down to the court and join the voice of your pack, Jim Brooks.
And welcome back to the Young Center here on the campus of Black Hills State University. We're ready for RMAC Tournament semifinal action. Thunderwolves taking on the Mavericks. Starting lines first for the Thunderwolves. They'll go this way. It'll be Sam Howery, 6'1" senior out of St. Mary's High School in Colorado Springs. 4 points, 2 rebounds a game, second on the team in assists, averaging 3 an outing. Mac Terry, 6'4" sophomore out of Castle Pines, went to Rock Canyon High School. 7 points, 2.5 rebounds, leads the team in assists with 3.5 per ball game. Dylan Sanders, 6'4" junior out of Aurora, Colorado, went to the Colorado Preparatory Academy. 11 points, 4 rebounds a game. Named the first team all RMAC team this week. Kyron Allen, 6'7" junior out of Commerce City, went to Eagle Ridge Academy. 7 points, 5 rebounds a game. Rounding out the starting 5, Jordan Blair, 6'6" sophomore out of Keller, Texas. Leading scorer for the Thunderwolves, 13.5 points, 6.5 rebounds a game. Also averages 2.5 assists per game. Head coach Zach Rubisam in his first year. For the Mavericks, they'll go this way. It'll be Cohen Gonzalez, 5'9" junior out of Gilbert, Arizona. 11 points, 2 rebounds a game. Averages 3 assists a game as well. Harvey White, 6'2" sophomore out of Yerbray, Australia. 11 points, 2 rebounds a game. Leads the team in assists, averaging 4 per game. Ty Allred, 6'9" senior out of Mona, Utah. 19 points. He's the leading scorer for the Mavericks. 7.5 rebounds a game. Also averages 2 assists a game. Ben Henderson, 6'4" junior out of Ames, Iowa. 10.5 points, 4.5 rebounds a game. Also averages 2.5 assists a game. Rounding out the starting 5, Clayton Jewell, 6'9" junior out of Darwin, Australia. 11 points, 7.5 rebounds a game. Head coach Mike Dunlap in his second year at Mesa, but we all remember his great years at Metro State University Denver. Won a national title for them back in the 90s. Caught up with him at the hotel. We're actually staying at the same hotel as the Mavericks are this weekend. Thunderwolves hoping they'll have the place to themselves throughout the day tomorrow, and hope to see the taillights of the Mesa bus head off into the distance tomorrow morning. That's what the winner gets. Get to wave bye-bye to their opponent. Thunderwolves in their road blue, white numerals, red trim. Colorado Mesa in their home whites with maroon lettering and maroon numerals. We sit courtside. We're right adjacent to the Thunderwolves bench, just off center court. Thunderwolves will move it right to left as we watch the action here courtside. Glad to have you along here tonight on iHeart, on Fox Sports Pueblo. Kajal Lang's our producer and engineer. Ben Greenberg's here, the sports information director. Paul Plinsky, the athletic director. I know Ty McDonough's back at home listening along with Andres Madrid. We're all ready to go. It will be Clayton Jewell jumping center against Kai Allen. Checking the basketball right now, make sure everybody agrees with it. Yeah, you want to take that? Yeah, it feels good. How about you, Kai? You want to take it? Yeah, Kyron Allen said, yeah, it feels good. Everybody wants to get a feel of it. All right, we're ready. Good early fan content here. Of course, the home team, Black Hills State, plays later on this evening, but a lot of people wanting to get here to get their seats for this one. I think we're in a television timeout at the moment. That's what our problem is here, so we're just waiting for things to get going. Opening tip-off tonight brought to you by Prigmore Alignment. Certified nicest guy in town, of course, over there on Prairie. Got 4 wheels, a little crooked down the road. Get it in there to Prigmore. He'll take care of it. Remember, if you ever buy a set of new tires, always get your car aligned. Now we're set to go. Ball's in the air, tap control by the Mavericks. White will bring it across the timeline, onto the right side to Henderson. Henderson looking for Allred, gets it into the corner. He's got it, can't get the shot off. They work it around the perimeter. Gonzalez hands it off to White. White onto the right side to Henderson. Henderson goes left side to Gonzalez, down to the baseline. Shot clock down to 7. Here's a drive into the paint by Henderson. Kicks it outside to White. He drives in, cut off, goes into the corner. Three-pointer from the corner. It's an air ball. And a good box out by the Thunderwolves. It's a shot clock violation on the Mavericks. So good early defense for the Thunderwolves. Sam Howry's happy with that effort. Ball inbounded to Sanders. Gets it to Howry. Here comes a quick double team on Howry. Gets it ahead to Blair. He's right across the timeline. Gets rid of it to Howry. Now the Thunderwolves will set up the offense. Man-to-man defense here by the Mavericks. Ball up top to Terry. Dribbles to the right wing. Down low to Blair. Kicks it outside. Howry's open. Won't take the 3. They swing it into the corner to Blair. Shot clock at 10. Jump it inside. Terry fakes, goes up, right-hand hook on the baseline, left it short. And the rebound to the Mavericks. White with it. He'll dribble to the right wing, hands it off to Henderson. Henderson to the top of the key, drives into the paint, stops, cut off there, comes outside with it to Gonzalez, right side to White. White cut off there by Howery, up top to Gonzalez, onto the left side to Henderson to the baseline. Now they go way out top of it to White. They swing it onto the right side, into the corner. Gonzalez drives baseline, goes up and hit the bottom of the backboard, missed it. Rebound to Howery. Thunderbolts want to run. Left side to Sanders, thought about stepping into a three. Drives inside, kicks it outside to Terry. Terry cut off, right side to Sanders, fakes the jumper, drives into the paint. That's a travel, got away with it. Blair with it, loses it, regains it. Shot clock at 13. Both teams a little nervous here, as you might expect in the early going. Here's Howery, drives into the corner. Three-pointer on the way, up and good by Mac Terry. Good start for the Thunderwolves. They lead it 3-0. Mavericks instant offense the other way, but they cut him off. Outside to Gonzalez. Gonzalez drives in the paint, outside. Here's White. Now they swing it onto the left side to Henderson. Henderson on the wing, jumps it down low to Allred. Here comes the double team. They swing it around the perimeter now. Gonzalez on the right side to White. Kicks it outside. Gonzalez for three. It's up. It's no good. Rebound. Blair had it, lost it. And the Mavericks come with it. Allred in from the right, missed it. Tapped up, no good. Another rebound up, no good. Rebound to Blair. He is tied up and rips the ball free, and the Thunderwolves have it. Officials letting him go here in the early going. Sanders steps into a three. It's in and out, no good. And the rebound to Allred. That was all the way down, and the rim rejected it. Here's Gonzalez on the left wing for the Mavericks. Gives it off to Jewell. Up top to Henderson. They swing it on the right side to White. Trying to post up Allred. They can't get it to him. White drives to the paint. Spin move. Goes up with a right-hand hook, up and in. Harvey White gets the Mavericks on the board. It's 3-2. Thunderwolves on top. Inbounds pass to Terry. Terry will bring it across the timeline. Hands it off to Blair. Blair on the left wing, hounded there by White. Blair gets rid of it to Howery. Howery hands it off to Sanders. Sanders jumps at the Blair, takes a shot in the back there, and a foul on Jewell. A reluctant foul call there on Clayton Jewell. He got just a little bit too much of a piece that time of Blair, had to call it. Howery out. And the Thunderwolves make their first substitution, and it'll be Kennis into the ball game. Jaden, a junior out of Windsor, Colorado. Arguably been the Thunderwolves' best player the last handful of games. Ball on the left side, Sanders with it, drives into the paint, cut off, goes outside. Terry's open for three again. Missed it this time. And the rebound belongs to Henderson for the Mavericks. Fires it in to White. White across the timeline. Goes crossover with it. Down the lane. Scoops it up and in. Mavericks with their first lead. They're up 4-3. Here's Kennis across the timeline. Gives it off to Sanders. Right side to Terry. Terry takes a shove. Gets rid of it. They go to Kennis. Left side. Sanders fakes. Drives baseline. Can't get the shot off. Gives it off to Blair. Blair to Kennis, thought about the three, doesn't take it. Kennis drives into the paint, gets downhill, fakes, can't get the shot off, lost it. Knocked away by the Mavericks. They have the steal. Here's White the other way. In from the right, layup is up and good. White has all 6 points so far for the Mavericks. They lead it 6-3. Inbounds pass to Sanders, to Kennis, now to Terry. Terry ahead to Sanders across the timeline. Gives it off to Blair. Blair out top, works around a screen, drives in, cut off, pulls up, mid-range flip, no good. Rebound to Gonzalez. Here come the Mavericks. Gonzalez across the timeline on the fly, cut off, goes right side to Henderson, into the corner to White. They swing it around the perimeter to Gonzalez on the left wing. He starts a drive, gets to the baseline, cut off there by Terry. Goes back outside, three-pointer by Allred, swish. 9 in a row by the Mavericks, and they lead it 9-3. Here's Terry in the backcourt. Jumps it ahead to Kennis. Kennis on the right wing. Now to Terry. Terry moves in. Goes left side to Blair. Blair might have traveled there. Got away with it. Jumps it to Kennis. Kennis backs his way into the baseline. He's whacked at. Gets rid of it. Here's a little jump shot in the lane. No good by Kyron Allen, and the Mavericks have it. They're on a roll right now. Here's Henderson on the wing. Goes outside with it to White. White at the top of the key. Drives right down the lane, goes up, shot blocked by Allen, and the rebound on the baseline to Sanders, but he lost it out of bounds off his feet, and it'll belong to the Mavericks. Timeout on the court. 14:30 to go here in the first half. After falling behind 3-0, the Mavericks have ripped off 9 in a row. They lead it. This is Thunderwolves basketball.
You're listening to CSU Pueblo Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports 1350. Let's head down to the court and join the voice of your pack, Jim Brooks.
Well, an inauspicious start for the Thunderwolves. After scoring the first bucket, they've given up 9 in a row. Mavericks with the ball. They get it in on the baseline. Quick hook shot missed on the baseline there, and the Thunderwolves get the rebound. Missed there by Jewell. Feed it ahead, left side. Blair's open. Three-pointer on the way. Swish. Jordan Blair from downtown. They left him wide open, and he splashes it home. 9-6. Thunderwolves within 3. Gonzalez out top with it. On to the right side. This is Henderson. To White. Swing it on the left side to Gonzalez. They look for Allred. He's got it at the top of the key. Picked up there by Kennis. Now handed off to Henderson. Left side to Gonzalez. Hand off to Jewell. Now Gonzalez for 3. It's up. It's good. 12-6 Mavericks. Feed it ahead. Howry. Howry on the right wing. Bryce Reel into the game for the Thunderwolves. He has it at the top of the key. Left side to Blair. Back to Reel. Right side to Howry. He moves into the paint. Bounce pass. And a reverse on the baseline. Missed by Kyron Allen. He was wide open and missed it. Here come the Mavericks the other way. Allred with it. Up top to White. Directing traffic. He's on the left wing. Hands the ball off to Henderson. Henderson out of Ames, Iowa. Gives it off to Jewell. Jewell, backdoor feed underneath. Shot up good and a foul. Foul will be on the Thunderwolves. Foul is on Kennis, his first foul of the game on the Thunderwolves. Chance for the three-point play here for Ben Henderson. 75% on the year, 57 out of 76. Free throws up and good. 15-6, biggest lead of the early going here for the Mavericks. 13:10 to go first half. Terry with it, gets it ahead to Reel. Reel back to Terry. Terry will get it across the timeline. He's outside onto the left side. They skip it cross court to Blair. Blair jumps it to Kennis. He turns, drives into the paint, pulls up, little 10-footers up, missed it. And the rebound to Henderson. Henderson fires it ahead to White. White at the top of the key, gives it off to Jewell. Jewell to White, onto the left side to Gonzalez. Now to Allred at the top of the key, quick spin move, a little stop and go move. Nice pass, layup good. Clayton Jewell lays it in. It's 17-6, it's all Mavericks right now. Here comes Terry with it, gets it across the timeline, into the corner to Blair. Blair holds it there, he's double teamed. Now we'll dribble out of it. Gets it up top to Kennis. Kennis onto the right side to Ty Adam, who's into the game. Now to Reel. Reel can't get the shot. Oh, dangerous pass, but somehow Adam comes up with it. Reel now for 3. It's on the way. Good. Bryce Reel from downtown. All 3 jumpers so far for the Thunderwolves are 3s. It's 17-9. Quickly the other way. Allred drives the baseline. He's in, and he lays it in. Instant offense for the Mavericks. Allred has 5. It's 19-9. Mesa on top. Here's Reel just across the timeline. Gives it off to Blair. Blair to Ty Adam at the top of the key. Turns, faces. He'll launch a three-pointer. It's up. It's no good. Terry with the rebound on the baseline. Hands it off to Kennis. He'll fire a three-pointer. It's off the mark. Long rebound into the corner. Picked up by Henderson. Gives it off to Gonzalez. Up top now to White. White on the wing. Dribbles around a screen. Up top to Gonzalez. Gonzalez directing traffic. Gives it off to Jewell. Jewell backs his way in. Backdoor feed underneath the Allred. Ball stripped away. Foul on the Thunderwolves. And that'll be foul number 2 on Jaden Kennis. Timeout on the court. 11:20 to go here in the first half. Thunderwolves in a spot of bother right now. They trail it 19-9. This is Thunderwolves basketball.
You're listening to CSU Pueblo Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports 1350. Let's head down to the court and join the voice of your pack, Jim Brooks.
2 free throws here for Ty Allred. Wait for television to get out of their timeout, so we're ready to go. First toss up, and it's good. Already on the year, 83% free throw shooter. He gets there more often than any other Maverick. 121 for 145 right now. Second toss right through there. Dream start so far for the Mavericks. Had a shot clock violation on their first possession. Since then, they've been close to perfect. They lead at 21-9. Reel on the left wing. Gets rid of it now to Sanders. Sanders left side to Reel. It's a trapping matchup zone right now. Here's Sanders from the corner. It's up no good for the Thunderwolves. Here's Henderson with a rebound. Gets it ahead into the ball game. Honeyman with it now for the Mavericks. They start to go to their bench a little bit. Also into the game here, Jalen Pittman. They only play about 8 guys usually, sometimes 9. Ball on the left side. Here's Pittman. Down on the block. Spin move right into a double team. They throw it outside. Into the corner. Wide open three-pointer on the way. It's no good. Rebound to Corbin Garver for the Thunderwolves, who's in there. Garver had one of his best games of the year against the Mavericks earlier this year, and he throws it away here. Back the other way come the Mavericks. They've got a breakout. Euro step down the lane. Layup, no, but a travel. Mason Honeyman tried to get away with the big Euro step, but he took a Euro step and a half. Got called for the travel. Inbounds pass to Terry, ahead now to Sanders. So the Thunderwolves dodge a bullet there. Here's Terry ahead to Sanders. Sanders across the timeline. Thunderwolves just appear a bit nervous right now. Not quite up for the moment at the meantime. See if they can start to get it going here. Ball at the high post, Terry with it. Hands it off, three-pointer on the way by Sanders. It's good. That'll get you calmed down. 21-12. All 4 buckets for the Thunderwolves are threes. Ball on the right side. Here's Henderson. Henderson at the top of the key, barking out signals here. On to the left side to Ball. West Ball in the game here for the Mavericks. Feeds it into the paint, and that's a travel. Good defense by the Thunderwolves. The double team jumped Henderson, and he shuffled the feet. So Thunderwolves have forced 2 turnovers in a row. See if they can make the Mavericks pay here on this possession. Trying to get back in this ball game here. Down 9 right now, 21-12. Ball inbounded to Reel, off to Sanders. Sanders. And that's going to be an offensive foul on Sanders. He just lowered his shoulder and right into the chest of Mason Honeyman, and they call him for the charge. Ball inbounded to Honeyman. On to the left side to Pittman. Pittman, high post, turning, facing, Ball. They swing it onto the right side. Now up top, nice little ball fake by Henderson into the corner. Sidestep 3 on the way. It's no good. Rebound by Reel as the shot clock expired. Good defense by the Thunderwolves. Feed it ahead to Terry. Running right-handers up and good. 21-14. Mavericks starting to turn the ball over a little bit, and it's helped the Thunderwolves get back into it here. They're within 7. Here's Pittman with it. Might be because the Mavericks have gone to their bench here right now. Here is Henderson. He's one of the lone starters out there. Allred's back in now. Ball down low. Turning, facing, shot, no good. Rebound, batted to the baseline. Reel has it. Good defense there by Allen. Ball on the left side to Terry. Up top, Sanders for 3. It's on the way. It's way off the mark. Rebound batted around, and Ball has it ahead to Pittman. Hand it off to Honeyman. On to the left side to Henderson. They swing it now around the perimeter to the high post. Ball with it, turns, faces. Goes right side. Quick drive to the baseline by Honeyman. He lost it out of bounds. Another turnover by the Mavericks. Thunderwolves defense starting to take its toll, and the Mavericks are going to take a timeout here. 8:13 to go in the first half. Thunderwolves within 7. It's 21-14. This is Thunderwolves basketball.
It's 13:50. Let's head down to the court and join the voice of your pack, Jim Brooks.
21-14, Mavericks on top. Thunderwolves starting to put some pressure on the Mavericks, though. They're starting to turn the ball over a little bit. Mavericks with 4 so far. Thunderwolves have 3. Mavericks 8 of 18 from the field. Thunderwolves 5 of 16, but 4 of those 5 are three-pointers for the Pack. Mesa out rebounding the Thunderwolves right now, 13-7. Ball inbounded. Here's Real with it. Mavericks will look to trap when they get an opportunity. They're in a zone defense right now. Here's Terry with it. On the right wing, bounce pass to Blair. Blair backs his way in, fades, goes up, and missed it off the back iron. It was a good shot, just missed it. Here comes Honeyman with it across the timeline for the Mavericks. Hand it off to Henderson, now out top. They work the ball around the perimeter. Top to Gonzalez, who's back in the game. Onto the right side to Henderson. Starters back in there right now for the Mavericks for the most part, with the exception of Honeyman. Ball outside. Henderson drives into the paint, puts a shoulder into Terry and flips it in. 23-14. Terry brings it across the timeline. 7:20 to go here in the first half. Thunderwolves down 9. Here's Sanders with it. High post to Blair. Fakes, dishes off, and it's laid in by Kyron Allen. Nice pass that time by Blair. 23-16. Thunderwolves down 7. Here's Jewell at the high post. Starts a drive, cut off, goes back door and threw it away. Another turnover on the Mavericks, their 5th. Not happy is Mike Dunlap. He shouts out at Clayton Jewell. Always an Australian connection anytime Mike Dunlap's involved. He's got 2 of them on this team, 3 of them actually. 4 of them when you look down a little deeper into the bench. 44. Ball up top, Blair with it. Blair dribbles to the top of the key. Little stop and go move, fades on the baseline, missed it. Blair forcing the action a little bit right now. Back the other way, here comes White. Feeds it outside, quick drive to the baseline by Honeyman. Doesn't take the shot, goes into the corner. Allred for 3, missed it, but they get the rebound. Jewell with it, they swing it out top to Henderson. Henderson backdoor, ball knocked away, out of bounds. That belongs to the Thunderwolves. Last touch by Harvey White. Another turnover on the Mavericks, that's 6. Ball inbounded to Sanders. Back to Real. Thunderwolves down 7 here, trying to creep a little closer. Here's Real. He's going to launch from way downtown. In off the back iron, no good. That was from about 5 feet beyond the three-point line. Looked good in the air, just hit off the heel. Here comes White. Up top, left side to Henderson. Henderson onto the wing to White. White goes up top, now to Honeyman. On the right side, they feed it down low. Quick drive to the baseline, didn't get the shot off. They go outside, now they work the back around the perimeter to the Mavericks. Here comes the double team, ball's lost, that's out of bounds, that's off the Mavericks. No, I thought it went off of White. I think they're gonna overrule this. That's gonna be Thunderwolves' ball, yes indeed. Outside official missed it. The one covered up for him on the other side there. I was pretty sure I wasn't seeing things. Ball inbounded to Terry. Terry will bring it across the timeline. On the left side to Sanders. Sanders up top, right side. Kennis, he'll drive into the paint. Jump stop up top to Sanders. Sanders cut off, right side. Terry's open. 3 ball on the way, missed it. Tapped up and in by Kennis. Jaden Kennis with a hustling offensive rebound, tapped it in. 23-18. Pack within 5. Here's a quick spin move on the baseline by Joe. Shot blocked by Kyron Allen. He sends it back and he says, get that down under shot out of here. And that'll earn Jewell a trip to the bench. Wes Ball into the game. He's out of Marana, Arizona. Here's White to trigger it in. Lobs it into Allred. He's at the free throw line. Has the matchup he likes. Spin move goes up. He drew the foul. And the foul will be on Sanders, and that's his second. So Allred putting the pressure on the Thunderwolves. Free throw up and good. So that two-headed monster of the Mavericks, Allred and White, they've already accounted for 14 of their 24 points here. Second toss, good. 25-18, 9 points for Allred already. Ball inbounded to Reel, now to Howry. To Reel. Reel get it across the timeline to Howry. On the tight side now to Terry. Thunderbolt's going to play some extended minutes here without Sanders in the game. Ball on the left side to Blair, down low to Allen. Allen backing his way in, ball poked free. It goes right to Blair, right side into the corner to Howry. Howry drives in, cut off, goes outside. Reel's open, 3 ball on the way, missed it. Rebound, batted around, the Mavericks have it. Outlet pass to Gonzalez. Gonzalez on the left wing. Up top, here's a quick drive by White into the paint, spins, looked like he traveled, got away with it, into the corner. Allred covered up there by Blair. Now up top to Gonzalez, on the left side to Jewell. Jewell, they swing it to White, up top. Gonzalez fakes, drives in, cut off, into the paint. Jumper on the way, it's good. By Clayton Jewell. Clayton Jewell just came out of the game for about 20 seconds. He's back in and hits a bucket. It's 27-18, Thunderbolts down 9. Here's Terry on the wing. Up top now to Blair. Left side to Howry. Howry. One bounce to Blair. Blair to Terry. They swing it. Terry thought about the 3. Now will launch. It's good. They invited him to take it, and Terry says, I'll take it with me. 27-21. Thunderbolts down 6. Ball on the left side. Jewell with it. Lobs it inside. Nice entry pass and a foul on the Thunderbolts on Blair. He pushed off. Not a bad foul to take. It saves an easy basket. Will be the first foul of the game on Blair. 5th team foul on the Thunderwolves. 3:45 to go here in the first half. We have a timeout. This is Thunderwolves basketball.
You're listening to Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports 1350. Let's head down to the court and join the voice of your pack, Jim Brooks.
27-21, Thunderwolves down by 6. Thunderwolves only 33% right now, 8 of 24. Mavericks 10 of 22. Mavericks have turned it over 7 times, Thunderwolves with 3. Mavericks out rebounding the Thunderwolves right now. 19-8. Points in the paint, 16-6 in favor of the Mavericks. It'll be White to trigger it in on the baseline. Gets it in. Turning, facing. Henderson goes up, banks it up, no good. Rebound to Blair. Blair now dribbles between traffic to the top of the key. Hands it off to Terry, down the lane, outside to Blair. He fakes, drives into the paint, jump stop into the corner to Terry. Blocking foul on the Mavericks on Cohen Gonzalez. He jumped in front of Blair, trying to draw a charge there. Only the 2nd team foul on the Mavericks. Terry to inbound it on the baseline. Gets it into the corner to Blair. Blair covered up there by Henderson. Dribbles it out of the corner. Now they work it around the perimeter to Reel. Reel at the top of the key. Picked up there by Allred. There's a mismatch somewhere. Blair hands it off to Adam. Shot clock at 6. Hand it off to Terry. Terry down the lane. Teardrop on the way. Good. And it'll count. It's going to be a blocking foul on the Mavericks. It'll be on Gonzalez. 3-point play opportunity here for Terry. Terry with that little floating teardrop of his. He got it to go, and Gonzalez jumped underneath him trying to draw another charge. That's 2 times in a row he's been ticketed with a blocking foul, trying to draw the cheap charge. And at the line, it's Terry. Free throws up and good. Terry with 11. He leads all scorers right now, 27-24. Thunderbolts within 3. 3:05 to go here in the first half. Here's White with it on the wing. Up top, they work the ball around the perimeter to Gonzalez. Up top to White. White to Allred. He's going to launch a three-pointer. It's up. It's no good. Long rebound to Terry. Thunderbolts could tie it here with a three. Reel on the fly. In from the right. Running right-hander. Up no good. Tapped up no good. Rebound to Terry. Right side. Reel can't get the shot off. He drives into the paint. Hands it off to Terry. Terry on the wing. Bounce pass to Reel into the corner to Adam. Adam directing traffic up top to Terry. Shot clock at 7. Terry goes to work. Stops. Comes outside. Three-pointer by Blair. It's up. No good. Rebound outside to White. White will bring it across the timeline. Here he comes right down the lane. Euro step, feeds it outside to Gonzalez. Good defense by the Thunderbolts on the recovery there. Looked like it was going to be a sure layup. Ball on the right side. Here's Ball. He has the ball stripped away and stolen by the Thunderwolves. That's an illegal play by the Mavericks as Wes Ball just reached out with his feet and squeezed the ball. That's a kick violation. Another turnover on the Mavericks. That's 8. Well, if the Thunderbolts can ever get their shooting woes cured here in this game, they could race out to a lead right now, the way the Mavericks are handling the ball. But as it is right now, packed down by 3, 2:05 to go first half. Here's Blair to Allen. Allen hands it off into the corner to Reel. Reel goes cross court to Terry, into the corner to Blair, fakes the three-pointer, bounce pass to Adam. Adam is double teamed, throws it into the corner to Reel. Up top to Terry, he'll launch a three-pointer, it's short. And the rebound to White. Here come the Mavericks, cross the timeline. It's Honeyman into the corner. Now they swing it around the left side to Honeyman. Honeyman starts a drive down the lane, feeds it into the corner. Thunderbolts cover up. Now here's the feed to Henderson. He goes into the lane, pushed off of the elbow, no call. Gives it off to Gonzalez. Shot clock at 10. Up top to Henderson. Down to the baseline to Allred. Allred turns, spins. Tries to back it in, double team, high arching shot on the baseline, no good. Adam with the rebound for the Thunderbolts, he's tied up. And it'll be a jump ball, and on the alternating possession, it belongs to the Thunderwolves. We're down to 1:13 to go here in the first half. Despite all the problems so far, it's been a Thunderwolves kind of game right now. And here's a foul in the backcourt on Ben Henderson. That's his first. 4th team foul on the Mavericks. Thunderwolves totally comfortable playing games in the 60s. Not sure about the Mavericks. They average 81 a game. Here's Reel across the timeline on the left wing. Up top to Terry, right side to Blair. Blair works around the screen. He's hit outside, no call. Man, the fans saw that when everybody in the house saw it. Here's Blair, gets rid of it to Reel, jumps it to Adam. He's open, 3-ball on the way. In and out, no good. And the rebound to Honeyman. Thunderbolts just can't buy a shot here right now. 5 of 17 from downtown. Ball up top. Here's Honeyman. Hands it off to Allred. Allred, a little ball fake. Here comes the double team. Has to kill the dribble. They swing it left side to Henderson. 10 on the shot clock. Henderson fakes the 3, goes left side. Here's Pittman driving in, goes outside. 3-pointer by Henderson's up, no good. Rebound, batted to the baseline, goes right into the hands of Jewell. Goes up, missed it. Tapped up, no good on the rebound to Ty Adam. Gets rid of it to Terry. Here come the Thunderwolves. Thunderwolves staying tough right now. And the Pack will take a timeout with 9.4 seconds to go. Here in the first half, the old take it or leave it timeout here. Try to set up a shot to get this game tied going into the locker room. Pueblo's premier indoor baseball and softball academy is DBAT. Memberships available starting at $38 a month. Of course, Christy Koski and one of the great all-time nicknames, Corn James, along with Dion Ariano. They run the show. Their indoor climate control facility lets you work out regardless of the weather. 2 machine cages, 8 open cages. And get this, they use real baseballs and softballs, none of that plastic garbage. Weather up here in the Black Hills not good enough to play softball today. Black Hills scheduled to host a doubleheader tomorrow and Sunday, I believe. No way they were able to get one in today. Kind of a dusting of snow here. Just cold and raw. Supposed to be in the 50s. Also supposed to be about 70 on Monday. I know we're getting clobbered in the Colorado area, and Pueblo especially, Colorado Springs today. Here's Terry at the top of the key, right side to Sanders. Sanders drives the baseline, gets all the way to the hoop, he hits, and he is fouled. Dylan Sanders takes the shot, flipped it in, and he has a chance to tie it here. Give credit there to Zach Rubinson, putting Sanders back in the game with those 2 personal fouls, but he figured he could roll the dice with him playing offense. 1.3 seconds ago, Sanders can tie the game here. Free throws up, and he missed it. Tap try, no good. There's the buzzer to end the first half. So a rare miss by Dylan Sanders at the free throw line. He had been 86%. All in all, though, not a bad half for the Thunderwolves considering the way things started when they were down by 11. Actually down by 12 at one point, 21-9. They've got it within 1 here at halftime. Petco halftime report comes your way next. This is Thunderwolves basketball.
You're listening to CSU Pueblo Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports 1350. Let's head down to the court and join the voice of your pack, Jim Brooks.
And welcome back to the Young Center here on the campus of Black Hills State University. Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference Tournament semifinal number 1. Thunderwolves trailing at halftime 27-26. They did score the final 8 points of the first half. Had a free throw attempt there to tie it, but a rare miss by Dylan Sanders. But all in all, Thunderwolves have to be fairly pleased considering where that half could have went to. But the Thunderwolves, they never quit, that's for sure. And they may go through some droughts at times, but they're a team, keep playing defense. Sooner or later, they're going to hit 2 or 3 shots in a row, and that's when they get some separation on you. That's what they need to do. They need to maintain this pace right now. Just hit a few more shots in the second half. I think they'll be fine. Allred with 9, though. They're having trouble controlling him. White has 6. That's their 2-headed monster. For the Thunderwolves, Mac Terry has 11 to lead the way for the pack. Sanders does have 5, 3 each for Blair and Reel. Allen with 2. Thunderwolves opened up the game, leading at 3-0. Then the Mavericks scored 9 in a row. Eventually, we get the lead to 11 at 17-6. Pushed it to 12 at 21-9. Then the Thunderwolves started to get back into it. A couple 3-pointers. Got within 21-14. Mavericks then got the lead back to 9 again at 23-14. Thunderwolves cut it to 5 at 23-18. Gave up 4 straight. Trailed it by 9 before that final 8-0 flurry to close out the first half. 27-26 here at halftime. Thunderwolves basketball brought to you by B-Fish Incorporated. Well, let's go to bficcc.com. That's the address for the howler. It actually takes you to the Colorado Collegiate Chronicle website. From there, you can read all the articles there, all the good stuff on the state of Colorado. But at the top, there's a little button that says click here. Well, you click there. That takes you to a link. You enter your name and your email address. You receive the Thunderwolves newsletter every Sunday with all the articles written throughout the week on the Thunderwolves website. Of course, Ben Greenberg, the Sports Information Director, Ty McDonough, Andres Madrid, all contributing articles to that. Keeps you up to date on Thunderwolves athletics. Got some charity dollars. Funnel them toward the Elmwood Junior Golf Program. Greg Dillon getting that thing ready to go again this year. They'll take a check for $25, $50, $100, $200. Some people own $500. So do what you can do. Help out the Elmwood Junior Golf Program today. And while you're out there, say hi to Randy Breger. I saw Randy last Sunday. He's thinking about maybe another year. He's been telling people this was going to be it, but he's having such a good time. They got a new restaurant vendor out there, the Senate. Things are going smoothly. He's thinking about maybe extending it one more year. We'll see. But either way, go out and thank Randall Breger. He's a former Thunderwolf, of course, my former teammate back in the early 80s. It's halftime here. Thunderwolves trail it by 1. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo.
You're listening to CSU Pueblo Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports 1350. Let's head down to the court and join the voice of your pack, Jim Brooks.
And welcome back to the Young Center. 27-26 here at halftime. All scoreboard updates tonight brought to you by Ian's Pizza. My personal favorite, sausage and pepperoni. Once in a while, I like to get a little green pepper on there as well. Treat yourself today. Ian's Pizza over there on Northern Avenue. Dine in or carry it on out of there. It's halftime. Second half comes your way next. Thunderwolves down 1. This is Thunderwolves basketball.
You're listening to Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports 1350. Let's head down to the court and join the voice of your pack, Jim Brooks.
Mesa with the ball first to start the second half. They move it right to left as we look at it. Courtside here at the Young Center. Ball on the right side, Gonzalez with it. Comes up top to Allred, fakes the three-pointer. Onto the right side to White. White with a drive. Cut off, comes outside to Henderson. Henderson into the corner to Gonzalez. He dribbles out of the corner. Shot clock at 6. Onto the right side to White. Moves in. Down the lane. Spin move. Fades. Forces and shot an air ball. Shot as the shot clock expires. Up and good by Jewell on the offensive glass. The ball just fell right into his lap. A little bit lucky. 29-26. Hopefully that isn't an indication of the way this second half's going to go. Ball on the left side. Sanders with it. Up top to Howry. Left side to Sanders. Now to Howry. Howry moves into the paint. Bounce pass and a reverse dunk by Kyron Allen. Give the assist to Howry. It's 29-28. Thunderwolves down 1. Gonzalez with it. Up top to Henderson onto the left wing. To White. Onto the right side to Gonzalez. He has it in the corner. Drives the baseline. Feeds it into the corner. Three-pointer on the way. It's swish by Harvey White. That's his first triple of the game. 32-28. Give credit there to Gonzalez on the drive and dish. Mavericks by 4. Here's Terry, top of the key, right side to Sanders. Sanders now to Blair. Blair, Sanders up top to Terry. Now to Sanders. Sanders drives in from the right, cut off, comes outside. Three-pointer by Blair. It's on the way, missed it badly. Rebound to Sanders, fakes, can't get the shot off, goes outside to Howry. Now to Terry, he'll launch from downtown. It's no good. Short, rebound to Gonzalez. Gonzalez 1-on-3 the other way, and then he's fouled, a foolish foul on Dylan Sanders. Picks up his third foul, just a silly reach-in foul. Clipped Gonzalez right across the chin. And now Sanders will have to come out of the ball game. That could be crucial right there. All right, Mavericks with it, up by 4. We're 2 minutes into the second half here. Henderson at the top of the key, hands it off to Jewell. Jewell trying to get it to Allred. Ball poked free, and it's loose, and Allen has the steal for the Thunderwolves. Ahead to Terry. Terry on the fly, into the paint, into the corner, reel for 3. It's on the way off the mark. Thunderwolves just not finding the range here in this game. Here's White on the wing. Oh, play pick and roll, and then they throw it away. Mavericks with 10 turnovers in this game. Thunderwolves with just 3. Need to take advantage of them, though. Here's Kennis with it. Down the lane he goes, all the way in with the left hand. Missed it, tapped up, no good. Rebound to Allred. Another missed opportunity for the Thunderwolves there. Ahead now is White. White on the wing. Feeds it off. Pull-up jumper by Gonzalez is good from the free throw line. He has 5. 34-28. Thunderwolves down by 6. Got to plow this same field again here. They got it all the way back within 1 late in the first half. Now they find themselves down 6 here. Feed underneath to Terry. Fakes, goes up and banks it in. Mac Terry with 13. 34-30. 4-point lead for the Mavericks. White comes up top to Henderson. Down into the corner. Here's Gonzalez with it for the Mavericks. They work it around the perimeter to Henderson. Henderson on the wing. Looks for a screen. Drives baseline instead. He's cut off in the double team. Triple team, then throws the ball away. It's saved, and somehow the Mavericks keep possession. Shot clock at 6. They got to scramble now. White on the wing, drives into the paint. Right hand, wild hook shot, no good, and the rebound to Terry. Terry ahead to reel, fires it ahead. Allen dunks it home with 2 hands. 34-32, Thunderwolves within 2. Here's Gonzalez on the wing. Gets rid of it. Up top to White. White holds things up to Gonzalez. Gonzalez works around a screen. Gives it up top. Allred fakes. Sidestep three on the way. It's an air ball. They're going to go to a video review here. For some reason, one of the officials thought the ball went in the basket. It was an air ball. And now they are going to make sure. They're going to look at it. But the ball was short, and it went out of bounds. They have actually put the basket on the board here. I thought that ball was short. Everybody kind of froze on the play. So it is a video review to see if this is a basket or not. If that ball went through it barely, it had to go straight up and not even move the net. Well, I need guidance from anybody that's watching the game on the RMAC network and listening to me. Tell me what the replay says. That was the smoothest swish in the history of swishes if it did go in the basket. Evidently so. I'm sorry. I did not see that going in the basket. I guess it went in. Everybody froze on the play. So give the three-pointer to Allred. I'm astonished. Okay. 37-32 Mavericks. I didn't even think the ball went in. I didn't even see the net move. That's how wild that was. Ball inbounded to Reel. Reel gets it to Kennis. Kennis ahead to Reel. Gets rid of it to Blair. Now to Terry on the left wing. High post to Kennis. He fakes, gets down the lane. Running right-hander, missed it. Just cannot get one to drop. Can Jaden Kennis in this game? He struggled in the first matchup this year against the Mavericks. Ball on the left side. Here's a quick drive by Honeyman. Forces it on the baseline, up and in. That's his first bucket. Mavericks ahead by 7 now, 39-32. Here's Kennis getting rid of it to Reel. Back to Kennis. To Reel. Bounce pass to Terry into the corner. Blair fakes the three-pointer, drives in. Nice spin move up and in. What a move by Jordan Blair. 39-34, excuse me. 39-34. Now we have a whistle on the Thunderwolves. Foul called on Mac Terry. That's his first. Reel out, Sanders back in. Zach Rubinsham can't wait any longer on Sanders playing with these 3 fouls. He needs to get him going. Gonzalez triggered in on the baseline. Oh, an inbound shot up, missed it. Rebound to Blair. That looked like a sure two. They don't get it. Blair bounce pass ahead to Allen, and he lays it in. Allen beat Allred up the court and lays it in. It's 39-36. Thunderwolves back within 3. Anderson to the high post, the ball. Comes outside to Gonzalez. Gonzalez drives in. Teardrop up, no good. Rebound to Terry. Had to arch that way over the top of Allen. Here come the Thunderwolves. Could tie it with a 3. Here's Blair down the lane. Cut off. Feeds it outside to Kennis. Kennis is bumped. No call as Gonzalez bumped him. Here's a feed. Layup good by Kyron Allen, and he was fouled. Sometimes karma works your way. That should have been a foul out top on Gonzalez as he knocked Kennis to the ground. Kennis stayed with it, though. Held on to the ball. Got it to Terry, who got it to Allen. Allen was hit on the play. And the foul on Wes Ball. So now Kyron Allen, it's been a struggle from the free throw line this year. 44%. This is the tie of the game. It's up. It's no good. Sanders with the rebound for the Thunderwolves. He skied over everybody. So now the Pack can get the lead here on this trip now. Blair on the left side to Terry. Shot clock all the way down to 8. Terry goes to work, into the paint, hands it off. Sanders fakes, drives in, jump stop, goes up, drew the hit, and he'll get to the free throw line. So now Dylan Sanders is the line. 2 free throws for the lead here. He missed his only attempt in the first half. On the year, Dylan 86%, 73 out of 86. First toss up and rims in and out and in again. Got the shooter's roll there to Dylan Sanders. That ties the game up at 39 apiece. Believe it or not, that's the first time this game has been tied today. Second toss, good. Sanders was 7. First lead for the Thunderwolves since they led it 3-0. Ball on the right side. Here's Allred into the corner. Drive of the baseline by Honeyman. Feeds it cross court and threw it away. Another turnover on the Mavericks. Thunderwolves defense causing all kinds of problems for the Mavericks. That's turnover number 11. Thunderwolves have only turned it over 3 times in this game. They can just start hitting some shots here. They might run out here. They're ahead by 1, 40-39. Here's Terry across the timeline. Hands the ball off to Kennis. Now to Sanders. Fans that have made the trip are into it. Here's Blair, works around a screen. Down the lane he goes, fakes, goes up, hands it off, and takes the rebound up and in. Blair tried to pass it off to Adam. The ball came right back to him, and he laid it in. Pack by 3. That matches their biggest lead of the game. Here's Allred. Turns, faces, steps back, gives it outside to Pittman. Onto the left wing to White. White cross-court feed to Henderson, into the corner. Backing out of there is Pittman. Up top to Henderson. His shot blocked by Allen. Ahead to Allen, and it's knocked away and stolen. Feet ahead of the Pack to Julie. Goes up and lays it in. Boy, the Thunderbolts look like they're going to get a run out there. Instead, the ball deflected away. They get the steal and the easy basket. 42-41. Thunderbolts by 1. Here's Terry. Bounce pass. Now they feed it to Kennis. Kennis on the wing. Goes up top to Blair. Left side to Sanders. Sanders steps back, fires a 3. It's no good. Rebound. Ty Adam on the baseline. Can't control it. It's ripped away by Henderson. Here come the Mavericks. Across the timeline is Henderson. Up top. Down the lane goes White. Bounce pass stolen away by Mac Terry. Gets it to Sanders. Sanders has the ball knocked away. Bodies hitting the deck. Back the other way. Here comes Jewell down the lane. Layup good. And Mesa's going to take a timeout here. They've got the lead back, 43-42. A couple squirrely plays going against the Thunderwolves. And we'll stretch it to a full timeout. 12:05 to go here, second half. Thunderwolves down 1 on Fox Sports Pueblo.
You're listening to CSU-Pueblo Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports 1350. Let's head down to the court and join the voice of your Pack, Jim Brooks.
43-42 Mavericks. Well, we've been talking about the turnovers in this game. Mesa with 12, Thunderwolves with 5. The problem is the last 2 possessions have been turnovers, directly leading to baskets for the Mavericks. So the points off a turnover stat actually favors the Thunderwolves just by 1 right now, 7-6, even though they've had 7 less turnovers. Bryce Reel to inbound the ball.
Come to it.
Gets it into Terry. Terry to Reel ahead to Blair. Blair drives into the paint. He's cut off. Gets rid of it to Reel. Reel to Terry. Right side to Kennis. He drives the baseline. He's cut off. Feeds it outside to Reel. Reel up top to Blair. Fakes the three-pointer. He's bumped. No call. Gives it off to Reel. Reel fakes. Hands it off to Blair. Shot clock at 10. Blair Yo-yoing the ball, jumps it down low to Adam, puts a shoulder into the defender, lays it up, traveling. And another timeout on the court. We're going to get into it quick. Thunderwolves down 1 on Fox Sports Pueblo.
You're listening to CSU Pueblo Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports 1350. Let's head down to the court and join the voice of your pack, Jim Brooks.
43-42 Mavericks. They lead it by 1. Thunderwolves with 3 straight turnovers. See if the Mavericks can take advantage of this one. Here's White on the right wing. Dribbles around a double screen out top, feeds it outside to Henderson. Henderson skips it left side into the corner to White. He drives into the paint, spin move, fakes, goes up with a teardrop shot, no good. Tapped up, no good. Rebound to Terry on the baseline for the Thunderwolves. Gets it ahead to Blair. Blair on the fly, down the lane, into the corner. Reel for 3, it's on the way, swish! Bryce Reel gives the Thunderwolves the lead, 45-43. Wouldn't it be nice if Reel could hit about 3 3-pointers here in the second half? Ball to the baseline to Allred. Quick spin move, and he dunks it home. 45 apiece. That lead didn't last long. Reel gets it ahead now to Terry. Ahead to Kennis. Kennis to the free throw line. Out top to Terry, left side to Reel. Now to Kennis. Kennis drives to the free throw line. Has the ball knocked away. It's loose on the deck. And it's taken away by the Mavericks. Another turnover by the Pack. Feet on the right side. Drive to the baseline by Allred. He's cut off. Gets rid of it. Out top to White. Now to Pittman. Pittman handing it off to Henderson. Henderson starts a drive. Goes up. Lays it up. No good. Follow attempt by Jewell is up and left it short. Rebound loose. Reel has it. He's tied up by Jewell. Alternating possession belongs to the Thunderwolves. Good hustle by Bryce Reel. Ultimate mismatch there. Reel at 6'1", tying up Jewell, who's 6'9". They both share a laugh about that one. We got a tie ball game. 45 apiece with 10-10 to go here. Ball inbounded to Terry. Back to Reel. Reel to Terry. Terry to Reel. Reel across the timeline as they work against this little half-court trap. Here's Reel, now left side. Now they back out of there. Blair with it, right side to Terry. It's a zone defense here, like a matchup zone by the Mavericks. Here's Kennis. Shot clock at 7 to the baseline to Terry. Now to Kennis. He's going to launch a three-pointer. It's up, no good. And the rebound to the Mavericks. They have the ball on the right side. Gonzalez with it. Up top to Henderson. Work the ball around the perimeter. Back to Gonzalez. He's at the center circle. Gives it off to Jewell at the high post. One bounce. Hands it off to Henderson. Henderson drives down the lane. Feeds it into the quarter. Drive to the baseline. Cut off there is Honeyman. He double dribbled it. Zach Rubisam with the call on that one.
Jaden, you need one?
And Kennis out, Sanders in. Reel to inbound the ball for the Thunderwolves here. We're in a tie ball game, 45 apiece with 9:15 to go in the second half. The winner advances to the final tomorrow. Blair has the ball knocked away, comes right to Sanders. Sanders hands it off to Reel. Shot clock at 15. Reel drives in, gives it off to Terry. Terry works around a screen. Shot clock at 10. Left side Sanders moves into a three-pointer. It's on the way short. Sanders just can't buy one in this game. Hit one early on, but that's been about it. Here's Allred up top onto the left side, into the corner. Now to Allred, right side to Gonzalez, into the corner, can't get the shot off. Shot clock at 10. Here's a drive by Gonzalez into the corner. Three-pointer on the way. It's in and out, no good. Terry with an excellent rebound there. Outlet pass to Reel. Reel across the timeline. Reel stop and go move to the baseline. Cut off outside Terry. He'll launch a three-pointer. It's good. Mac Terry from downtown has 16. His third three-pointer of the game, and the Thunderwolves lead it by 3. 8:15 to go. Ball on the left side. Here's Honeyman. Honeyman at the top of the key, out at the center circle now. Lobs it to the high post to Jewell. Turns, faces, backdoor feed. Knocked away by Blair into the hands of Terry. Great defense there by JB. Ahead, here comes Terry. Terry to Blair, into the corner. Sanders open, 3-ball on the way. Got it! Dylan Sanders from downtown. He has 10. You can't keep him down all night. Thunderwolves by 6, their biggest lead of the game. Here's Gonzalez onto the left side to Henderson. Up top, they swing it right side to Gonzalez. Gonzalez, double team, gets rid of it. Now to Henderson, shot clock at 12. Into the corner to Gonzalez, drives the baseline, feeds it into the corner. They lob it outside, they throw it away, it's a race. Reel has it, down the lane, shot blocked, and a ball out of bounds off a Reel. Timeout on the court. Great play there by Allred to block the shot. It went off the heel of Reel out of bounds. 7:25 to go in the second half. Thunderbolts by 6 on Fox Sports Pueblo.
You're listening to CSU Pueblo Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports 1350. Let's head down to the court and join the voice of your pack, Jim Brooks.
7:25 to go. Reel did a great job of winning the race as he beat Allred to the ball, but that put him in a bad spot. He had to try to lay it in, Allred trailing him. Blocked the shot, came straight down right off of Reel's heel, out of bounds. So Mesa gets it back. 7:25 to go. Thunderwolves by 6, their biggest lead of the game. Trailed by as many as 12 in this game. Oh, they almost threw it away at the last minute. Henderson looked up and there was the ball in his face. Ball outside, here's White. White, here's a double team. Dribbles in on Sanders, gets around Sanders to the baseline, feeds it in the corner. Ball knocked away by Reel, couldn't quite save it in time. He goes out of bounds. Good defense though by the Pack. 12 on the shot clock now for the Mavericks. White will trigger it in on the baseline. They have trouble, they finally get it in. Outside to Henderson, up top to Gonzalez, fakes, drives into the paint, stops and pops and missed it badly. They get the rebound, laid up no good, tapped up and in by Wes Ball. He stayed with it, his first bucket of the game, 51-47. Inbounds pass to Sanders, back to Terry. Terry in the backcourt, gets it ahead to Sanders. Sanders will bring it across the timeline into the forecourt, hands it off to Blair. Up top to Terry. Terry, top of the key, right side of Sanders, moves in, three-pointer on the way, in rhythm, swish! Sanders makes it 54-47. He's been cold all night, but he's hit his last two. You never know when he's going to erupt. Ball on the right side. Henderson dribbles around the screen, into the paint, forces it up and in. Tough shot, but Henderson gets it to drop. Thunderwolves can't mind that. That's just a guy making a shot on you. Still good defense. Ball ahead. Here's Blair across the timeline. Hand it off to Reel. Reel back to Blair. Under 6 minutes to go here. Thunderwolves by 5. Here's Blair into the paint, goes up, shot blocked by Allred, and the rebound to Gonzalez. Allred starting to make his presence felt here. Outside three-pointer by White is up, no good. Rebound loose, and it's picked up by the Mavericks. They're starting to take over on the offensive glass right now. Here's Gonzalez on the wing, drives in, he's cut off, comes way out top of it to Henderson. Henderson into the paint, feeds it left side to White. Back into the return feed to Henderson for three. It's up, no good. Rebound, Allen bats it to Reel. Good play there by Kai Allen. Across the timeline to Sanders. 5:15 to go. Thunderwolves by 5. Been playing these kind of games all year long. Ball out top. Here's Blair. Blair holds it there. Has the ball poked free, but he regains it. Right side to Reel. Reel jumps it to Blair. Down inside to Terry. Teardrop up, no good. Got his own rebound. Saves it in the corner to Reel for three. It's on the way. Missed it. Tapped up, no good. And a foul as Blair on the follow tried to dunk it home and he was fouled. And the foul will be on Harvey White. Blair had his hands on it, tried to dunk it. And White ripped him across the forearms, caused the dunk to miss. Now Blair, he's taking inventory. Zach Rubinstein making sure he's all right. Now Blair will step to the line to shoot a pair. Hush comes over the crowd. Free throws up. Good. Blair with 8. It's 55-49. Thunderwolves by 6. Kennis back in the game. Reel comes out. One more for the man from Keller, Texas. On the way, rims in and out and in again. 2 for Blair, he has 9, 56-49. Thunderbolts by 7, 4:50 to go. Ball to the baseline to Allred. Allred, he's gonna try to take it over himself. Comes outside, they swing it up top. Now on the left side, the ball, now up top to Gonzalez. Feed it outside to White. Shot clock already down to 10. Here's White driving into the paint. Euro step. Looked like he traveled. Got rid of it to Henderson. Backs out of there. Three-pointer on the way. It's way off the mark. Rebound to Terry. Great defense by the Thunderwolves. Feed it ahead to Blair. Blair gets it across the timeline. Blair looks gassed right now. Gets rid of it to Sanders. That next media timeout can't come quick enough. Here's Blair, gets rid of it to Sanders. Shot clock at 8. Sanders gonna go one-on-one, feeds it off to Blair. Blair, little jab step, spin move, gives it to Sanders. He'll launch a three-pointer, it's up, no good. Rebound in the paint to Ball. Feed it ahead. Ball on the left side. Here's Henderson. Henderson going to work. Hesitation move, puts a shoulder right into Kennis, goes up, and then a foul called on Kennis. Timeout on the court. 3:42 to go. Thunderwolves leading by 7. They're up 56-49. Thunderwolves basketball all season long right here on the home of the pack, Fox Sports Pueblo. And we'll keep it right here. I forgot we're out of timeout. Sorry about that, Kajal. False alarm. False alarm. Scramble drill. Pull out your sheet. Today wasn't a day to play golf at Walking Stick. We all know that. Tomorrow, iffy. But tell you what, Sunday and Monday, the rest of the week, it looks gorgeous. And get on out there to Walking Stick Golf Course. See Dave Lewis. Thank him for sponsoring Thunderwolves Athletics. While you're at it, go in there to What's the Dilla. They're one of our other sponsors. They're on the radio. Thank them all season long. InBank mobile banking includes Zelle. Level up to a new world of possibilities. Download it today. InBank, banking that's on the go. Member FDIC. And over the last century, Caterpillar has grown with our customers to help build a better, more sustainable world. We've changed together as the world has changed, creating, building, problem-solving, testing, innovating, servicing, and improving. What don't they do? Well, when you choose Wagner Rents in the Cat Rental Store, you also gain 100 years of experience and expertise. Call Wagner Rents, 719-544-0088. Great selection of premium hardwoods, quality materials for your next project, expert plan bidding. Explore our range of professional-grade tools and high-quality hardware for all your construction and repair needs. That's Rush's Pueblo Lumber, downtown since 1909. All right, Mavericks will have a couple free throws here. Thought Henderson got away with an offensive foul. Kennis would have been better suited to flop on the play. He might have got the whistle. But then he ended up fouling Henderson. Henderson to shoot a pair. Free throws up and good. Henderson with 8. He's kind of the unsung hero on this ball club. He averages 11 points a game. He gives them a bit of toughness. Hits both free throws here. He has 9. 56-51. 3:40 to go. Every possession critical here. Blair with it. In the forecourt, gets rid of it. Now to Terry. Terry right side to Kennis. Kennis now to Terry. Shot clock at 15. Here goes Terry. Up top to Blair. Left side to Sanders. Sanders looking for a screen. Drives into the paint. Gives it outside to Kennis. Kennis 4 on the shot clock. Fakes, goes up in the mid-range. Missed it. And the rebound to Jewell. Outlet pass to Henderson. Henderson across the timeline. 3:05 to go. Here's Henderson with it, dribbles around a screen. On to the right side to Gonzalez. 3 minutes to go. Ball up top, Henderson with it. Henderson dribbles around a screen. Goes out top to Allred. Allred backs his way in, double team. Ball deflected away, but it comes right back to the Mavericks. 4 on the shot clock. White Dumps under, running right-hander up and good. What a shot by Harvey White. He has 11. 56-53. The lead is down to 3. 4 in a row here by the Mavericks. Thunderwolves need a hoop here with 2.5 minutes to go. Terry gets rid of it to Blair. Shot clock at 15. Now the Thunderwolves going to take a timeout with 2:20 to go. 12 on the shot clock. Zach Rubisam could see that possession wasn't going anywhere. Wants to set up a play here with 12 on the shot clock. He knows how crucial this trip is here. Kind of get that feeling the first team to 60 is going to win this game here. With 2:20 left. Thank Colorado Front Range Roofing all season long for sponsoring Thunderwolves Athletics. Jim Sprague, thank him for your service next time you see him. Also, Baskin-Robbins, 2 locations over there on Prairie, 1 in Pueblo West. Treat yourself today. You got drive-through locations at both stores. Treat yourself today. Go in and get yourself a double scoop. All right, 12 on the shot clock. Sanders will trigger it in.
Come get it.
Gets it into Terry.
Go.
Terry now to Blair. Blair's got to go to work. Shot clock at 8. Blair now looking to go to work. Blair drives into the paint, down the lane. Tried to throw the pass and it goes loose. Shot no good as the shot clock expired by Allen. Here come the Mavericks. 2 minutes to go here. Thunderwolves with 3 straight empty trips here. Allowing the Mavericks to get back into it. Here's White into the corner to Gonzalez. He drives the baseline, bounce pass in the lane, knocked away, stolen, and a whistle and a foul on the Thunderwolves. Only the 4th team foul on the Thunderwolves. The foul is called on Jaden Kennis, his 4th. So a fresh 20 on the shot clock for the Mavericks. Boy, it looked like the Thunderwolves had the steal they needed there. Ball inbounded to Allred. He's at the free throw line, sticks the chest right into Sanders, goes up and hits. Tough shot by Ty Allred. He has 16. It's a 1-point game, 56-55. Thunderwolves need a basket in the most desperate of ways here. Here's Blair to Sanders. They've had 3 straight empty trips. Here's Sanders. He's raked at the top of the key. Foul on Gonzalez. That's their 4th team foul. Scoreboard says just the 2nd foul. I thought that was foul number 3 on Gonzalez. We'll go with the board, 2 fouls. 20 on the shot clock. Ball inbounded to Terry. Terry will bring it across the timeline. Right side to Reel. Up top to Sanders. Sanders to Allen. Allen hands it off to Blair. Blair cut off. Good defense. Left side. Here's Reel to Blair. Blair moves in. Shot clock at 5. Got to do something with it. Blair goes up. Forces from the free throw line. Doesn't go. And the rebound saved by the Mavericks. They could get the lead on this trip. 4 straight empty trips by the Thunderwolves. A minute to go in the game. Here's Harvey White with it. He drives to the basket, into the corner. Henderson drives in, pulls up. Mid-range flip up and in, and the Mavericks have the lead, and a timeout taken by the Mavericks. They lead it 57-56 with 53 seconds to go. Thunderwolves have gone cold at the worst possible time here. Have not scored in about 3 minutes here. Since that last media timeout, we're going to have to go and look at the play-by-play here and see exactly when the last basket by the Thunderwolves was here while we got a moment. Well, all we can get on the right now most recent plays, it was 56-49 with 3:42 to go when we came out of that last media timeout. I think that's about right where, remember when Bryce Reel had the breakaway, had his shot blocked, and it went out of bounds. Then the Mavericks came back, get a couple free throws by Henderson to draw within 5. Missed jumper by Kennis. Driving layup by White made it 56-53. Thunderwolves next possession. Another missed jumper. This actually was a layup missed by Allen. Allred hit a jumper to pull him within one. Then a jumper missed by Blair. And a basket made by Henderson with 53 seconds to go. Thunderwolves down by 1. Here's Sanders in the backcourt. Gets rid of it to Terry. Terry ahead to Sanders. Sanders across the timeline. Each team only has committed 4 fouls so far, so they can be aggressive here. Feed it off to Blair. Blair looking to go one-on-one. Down the lane into the corner. Sanders for 3. It's on the way. Short. And a rebound loose. Blair has it on the baseline. Goes up and he's fouled. And he was looking to pass it off. Or are they going to say he's shooting? Nope, he was on the ground, not shooting. On the ground, they say. Foul on Gonzalez is his 3rd, so it'll be Thunderwolves ball on the baseline. So 28.1 seconds to go. Thunderwolves with possession here. Ball inbounded to Blair. Blair spin move, fakes again. Outside, Terry. 3-pointer is up, short, tapped up, no good. Rebound to the Mavericks. Thunderwolves have to foul now. They got to foul immediately. There's 1 foul. That's only their 5th team foul with 17.4 seconds to go. So the Thunderwolves are going to have to foul in a hurry 2 times in a row here.
Get the ball. 44, get the ball.
Each team with 5 team fouls, so the Thunderwolves got to commit a quick one and then foul again. They put the ball inbounded. Gonzalez, he almost stepped out of bounds. Henderson has it. He's trapped into the corner. They get rid of it. Gonzalez now is fouled with 10.6 seconds to go. Thunderwolves were trying to get the steal. They almost had it. That's team foul number 6. Now the Mavericks will put the ball in play. Now the Thunderwolves have to foul immediately. Ball inbounded already. They immediately attack him and foul him with 9.2 seconds to go. But that's the guy you want at the free throw line if you're the Mavericks. Allred 83% on the year. 4 for 4 in this game. 9.2 seconds to go. He's shooting the front end of the 1-and-1 here. Looks short, rims in and out, no good. Blair gets the rebound, 6 seconds to go. Blair, he's got to attack it. He pulls up on the right wing, goes up on the baseline, missed it at the buzzer, and that's the ball game. Thunderwolves elect not to take the timeout, and Blair's shot at the buzzer rimmed in and out, no good, and Mesa has won it 57-56. Heartbreak City for the Thunderwolves. They had a 7-point lead late. They did not score in the final 4 minutes of the game, and it slips away. Mesa advances. They win it 57-56. Stay tuned. Cornerstone Roofing postgame show comes your way next. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Sports 1350. Let's head down to the court and join the voice of your pack, Jim Brooks.
Welcome to the Cornerstone Roofing postgame show. Thunderwolves Heartbreak City here tonight as they lose it 57-56. Had a 7-point lead on a couple of different occasions here in the second half, 54-47 and again 56-49. But they failed to score the final 4 minutes of the ball game. And Mesa did enough to win it 57-56. More of our post-game show comes your way next. This is Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo.
You're listening to Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports 1350. Let's head down to the court and join the voice of your pack, Jim Brooks.
And welcome back to the Cornerstone Roofing post-game show. Teams have made their way out on the court for Game 2 of tonight's doubleheader in the RMAC tournament. Black Hills State will be playing host to Fort Lewis here in the nightcap. And we're still awaiting our post-game guests. It's kind of helter-skelter here at the tournament, and the way they have things set up here, the locker rooms are quite a ways away, so we'll just hold out as long as possible, as long as they let us here. And hopefully we'll get Zach Rubisam down here, where we asked for Mac Terry, but there's obligations for players to go to the post-game press conference run by the RMAC, so we're more or less left with whoever we can get down here, so we'll see who that is here as part of our post-game show. We're going to go and get another one of our timeouts out of the way here. We'll come back. We'll have more of the post-game show. Once again, Thunderwolves go down to defeat 57-56. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo.
You're listening to Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports 1350. Let's head down to the court and join the voice of your pack, Jim Brooks.
And welcome back to the Young Center here on the campus of Black Hills State University. Thunderwolves go down to defeat 57-56. Still awaiting whoever they can send us here for our post-game guests here at the end of the game. Let's go ahead and recap the ball game. Thunderwolves got off to, well, it was a good start. Hit a three-pointer to start the game, but then they went into a funk. Mesa scored the next 9. They led it 17-6. Eventually they lead it by 12, their biggest of the game, when it was 21-9. Thunderwolves then started to climb back into the game. They outscored them 8-2 to get within 5, but then quickly gave up 4 in a row. Went down 9 at 27-18. Thunderwolves then would score the final 8 points of the first half, trailed at 27-26 at halftime. Mavericks able to push the lead out to 6 at 34-28. Got it to 7 at 39-32, but that's when the Thunderwolves went to work. They scored 10 in a row, took the lead at 42-39. Mavericks answered with 4 straight. We seesawed back and forth. The game was tied at 45 apiece. Thunderwolves then got back-to-back three-pointers by Sanders to go up 51-45. Another three-pointer by Terry to make it 54-47. Mavericks answered with a bucket to make it 54-49. Then the Thunderwolves with a couple of free throws by Jordan Blair to make it 56-49. But then the Thunderwolves would never score again as the Mavericks got to the free throw line with already a couple. Then they made just 4 consecutive stops, actually 5 when you count it up, as the Thunderwolves unable to get a basket. Mavericks eventually got the lead late on Henderson's drive in the paint to go up 57-56. Thunderwolves came down, missed again, fouled Allred. He went to the line, one of their best free throw shooters, one of the best free throw shooters in the conference. He missed the front end of the 1-and-1. Blair got the rebound. The Thunderwolves elected not to take the timeout. They advanced it into the forecourt. Blair got downhill just the right side of the key, forced the shot up, and it rimmed off, no good. Tap try at the buzzer was no good, and the Thunderwolves go down to defeat 57-56. Here are the numbers. The Mavericks finished with 4 players in double figures. Ty Allred, who for my money should have been the player of the year in the conference. He wasn't because he didn't play on the team that won the conference title, which is kind of a bogus thing this conference does. White and Henderson with 11 apiece. Jewell finishes with 10. Gonzalez with 5. Honeyman and Ball with 2. Pittman played, failed to score. 23 of 55, that's 42%. Only 4 of 16 from downtown, that's 25%. 7 of 8 from the free throw line were the Mavericks. For the Thunderwolves, they finished tonight with 3 players in double figures, led by Mac Terry. Finishes with 16 points tonight, 6 of 13 from the field, 3 of 8 from behind the arc, hit his only free throw. Dylan Sanders, 4 of 11 from the field, 3 of 10 from downtown, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. He finishes with 13. Kyron Allen, a nice game. He had 10. Jordan Blair with 9. 6 for Reel, 2 for Kennis. 21 of 60 were the Thunderwolves, 35%. Only 9 of 30 behind the arc, that's 30%. 5 of 7 from the free throw line, 72%. Mavericks dominated the Thunderwolves on the boards, 44-28. That's a rarity. Thunderwolves out-rebound their opponents almost every game this year. Couldn't do it against the Mavericks. They were just too strong inside. Led by Jewell, who had 11. Allred had 5. Also, Ball had 6. For the Thunderwolves, 6 rebounds tonight for Jordan Blair, 4 each for Reel and Adam. Thunderwolves with 13 assists on their 21 made baskets. 4 of those for Blair, 3 for Terry, 2 for Howery. Mavericks only 6 assists on their 23 made baskets. A lot of their stuff was one-on-one late in the clock, plus second chance follows. 3 assists for Gonzalez to lead them. Blair had 4 to lead the way for the Thunderwolves, as we mentioned. Mesa turned it over 15 times. Thunderwolves only 7 turnovers. So that's where they kind of made up for all those offensive rebounds they gave up. They were +8 in the turnover stat. Thunderwolves with only 4 steals. So of those turnovers by the Mavericks, 15 turnovers were not steals. They were kind of what you'd call unforced errors. Although the defense was great in forcing those errors. Does that make sense? Thunderwolves with the 7 turnovers is all. Other numbers, 2 block shots for Allred. One of them was crucial. That's when the Thunderwolves had a chance to go up by 9. That block shot might have saved the game for him when you look at it in the final analysis. Thunderwolves with a couple of blocks, 1 for Sanders, 1 for Adam. Some of the other miscellaneous numbers, points off of turnovers, Thunderwolves led that category 10-6. Points in the paint, Mesa 32-20. Second chance points, each team was 6. Fast break points, each team was 6. Bench points, Thunderwolves led that 8-4. We had 5 lead changes. The game was tied on 2 different occasions. Mesa led for 24 minutes. Thunderwolves led for 11 minutes in this game. Biggest lead for the Mavericks was 12 when they led it at 21-9. Biggest lead for the Thunderwolves, 7 on 2 different occasions. The last one being 56-49. But once again, they would not score the rest of the game. All right, that's your wrap up. We're going to go ahead and get another timeout in here. We'll come back. Hopefully we'll get some interviews. We'll hold out as long as they let us. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to the Young Center. Thunderwolves go down to defeat 57-56. Joining us now, our Chick-fil-A star of the game, Mac Terry, finished the night with 16 points, 3 assists, no turnovers, had a steal to his credit, as well as 9 rebounds in the game. Mac, man, that is ultra tough for the ball club to take. I'm sure it was a heartfelt locker room speech there at the end.
Yeah, for sure. Our 4 seniors built like a foundation for us this year. We couldn't be more grateful for them. And we have a young group, so we want to keep building on it and keep bringing great basketball to Pueblo. So excited about next year, but it definitely hurts today.
Well, you guys had to feel pretty good about yourself, and you had the lead at 7 on 2 different occasions. Just couldn't close it out. They just kept making stop after stop. Couldn't get that one basket to get you over the hump.
Yeah, they made plays down the stretch, and we didn't make enough of them. And credit to them, they're a great ball club. And we just didn't make enough plays. So.
Well, team still has to be proud of the effort. In the first half, they're falling behind by 12, able to get it back to 1 at halftime, falling again down by 7, but making that nice run midway through the half to get the lead. It looked good at that point.
Yeah, we kind of buckled down and finally got some stops there in the the second part of the first half, and that allowed us to stay in the game, allowed us to make a push, and allowed us to have that lead in the second half. So we used that momentum in the second half.
Yeah, there's only one team happy at the end of the season. That's the one team that's cutting down the nets. So, but for this ball club to achieve what you've done this year, have to feel pretty good, pretty satisfied about yourselves.
Yeah, man, it's been a true blessing to be here. I mean, last year I was at a 4-24 school, and coming here, it's a completely different culture, and I'm super proud of the guys, and I'm super glad of what we built, and couldn't do anything better. So.
Well, and you look down that bench, you're going to lose Howery, but the rest of everybody, if we keep it all together, get some pieces added in here, you got to feel good about the future.
Yeah, for sure. We got some special young guys like Bryce, and we're just going to continue to build and keep getting better every single day.
Well, at this time of the year, when it's the last interview of the year, it's a chance to say salute to all the fans and all your loved ones there. Look right in the camera there and just thank everybody for the season you had.
Thank you, Pack fans. Couldn't be more grateful for you. We're looking forward to your support next year, and thank you.
Mac, thanks a lot. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, buddy. Mac Terry for the Thunderwolves. He'll go off here, and we'll see if we get one of the coaches come here. Thanks, buddy. All right, we'll see if Mike Ranson or Zach Rubisham will come on out here. I don't think congratulations was the right word. I apologize for that. But congratulations on a great season, right? I mean, that's just, it's like I said, only one team goes home happy at the end of the year. One would go home happy tomorrow if you get to cut down the nets for the conference title. That's always fun. But not going to happen, so we get to look forward to it. But consider what this team has done for the Thunderwolves. Haven't had a playoff win in over 11 years. So that's something. And that's big when you consider the way men's basketball has been here at Csu-Pueblo through the years. It's been a struggle, a mighty struggle. Had some great wins in the teens there, but of late it's been tough. But this team has given us all kinds of thrills this year, and just unable to get over the hump in this ball game here tonight. And I know our fans want to hear from Zach Rubisam, but what I'll probably end up having to do is we'll go back to the hotel and we'll see if I can get Zach. We'll go online and we'll do an interview there for you. I know you folks on the radio want to hear it, but they're going to kick us out of here because the game's going to start here in about 3 minutes, and I can't wait much longer. So we'll go ahead and kill a little time here, waiting and see. It'll be awkward doing an interview while play's going on and the anthem and all that. So I'll stall for a couple more minutes, but I don't think it's going to happen. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're just going to plan that. We're going to go back. I'll get Zach at the hotel. We'll do a session there and have a chance for him to cool off and reflect. And maybe we can go a little bit more in depth on this season the Thunderwolves have had. It's been a spectacular season for our men's basketball program. 9-game winning streak coming into this game tonight. They come up 1 point short of making it 10 in a row. But next year they got a chance to get over that hump and maybe get into a title game, maybe win the whole thing. Things are onward and upward for this Thunderwolves ball club. Special thanks to Zach Rubisam, Mike Ranson, and his entire staff of what they do. Also, let's not forget on the women's side all year, Tommy Johnson and Taylor Proctor, everything they do. Special people to thank here at Csu-Pueblo, of course. Ben Greenberg is the sports information director. Ty McDonough and Andres Madrid are his faithful assistants. Thank them for all their hard work. And, of course, Paul Plinsky is the athletic director. Kajal Lang's been our producer and engineer tonight, Thunderwolves basketball. Of course, we've had Dean Needens and Aaron Konitschke all season long as well. Special thanks to them. Look forward to talking to you again this fall when Thunderwolves football will resume here on Fox Sports Pueblo. That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. Once again, for those wanting to hear from Zach Rubisam, we'll run into him at the hotel, and we'll put an interview online for you to view a little bit later. That's going to wrap up our broadcast here tonight. Thunderwolves go down to defeat 57-56. Also, special thanks to all of our sponsors all season long. Of course, to Cornerstone Roofing sponsoring our post-game show all year long, Chick-fil-A, the player of the game. All right, this is Jim Brooks, thanking you, the listener, for listening all season long and watching on the RMAC network as well. For my producer and engineer, Kajal Lang, for Ben Greenberg, this is Jim Brooks bidding you good night from Spearfish, South Dakota.